businesses can use blockchain to show where their goods are, how people can use blockchain to know that their payments are coming through and won't be stopped, and will be the record will always be there. And he's here saying that we can run our country in a way that all citizens can audit it and know the way things are being run and that they're being run properly.
We're going to talk politics. Holy, oh my God, politics. A lot of things going on in politics and cryptocurrency and blockchain and just adoption in general. You recently have been working, and we're at the RNC. I believe you're going to be at the DNC. Can you talk about some of your experiences and what you have going on there with the RNC, and just what's the goal? What are you trying to accomplish? Who's involved? How can other people get involved?
And what was the perception? What was the perception when you were talking to people?
Okay, so this project started over a year ago, when I hosted Cullah. You folks know him he's a music artist in Milwaukee, to come down to University of Illinois to give a presentation at our blockchain summit. And he mentioned to me, like, hey, the RNC is going to be in Milwaukee. We should really do something to teach all these politicians and lawmakers about blockchain, because he does that in Milwaukee. He's been for years a great blockchain educator. And I said, yeah, absolutely, I'd be up for that. And you know what, the DNC is going to be in Chicago. We should do both. So we planned it out for months, and we put in a Catalyst proposal and actually got a Catalyst grant to do blockchain workshops at the RNC and DNC. So we called it Crypto RNC, Crypto DNC. And thanks for sharing this picture. This is a picture of me with Jim Harper from the American Enterprise Institute. We got to bring in some folks from, Jim's from a think tank. We also brought in a crypto investor to talk about what he was doing. Here's Representative Brian Stile from Congress, Wisconsin's 1st District of the U.S. House of Representatives. And he sat down for a talk with Coinbase. And here's the panel that I led for kind of like the more academic panel as part of the event. And we also hosted the former head of the CFTC the day before, Christopher Giancarlo, which was fantastic. He was part of a kind of a additional part of the session. We got him, he expressed interest in our event, so we were able to hook him up with our partners at Mission Comms for the blockchain sessions. So we were involved in that event as well. So that was just an awesome start to the RNC, and just being in Milwaukee, we were just like a couple blocks away from the security zone. If you know anything about these conventions, they basically have like a square mile of the city that you have to have a checkpoint to get inside of. And so every evening, all these delegates and all these lawmakers go through the checkpoints to go into the security zone. It's wild. And so we were just outside of those checkpoints near the hotels, so that people could come to our event and listen to these speakers and learn about it. And we should have some videos coming out very soon, because the group we were working with, Mission Comms, had just an excellent film crew that we should be able to publish those videos soon. So yeah, great event. Got to just inform people about the promise that blockchain can bring to traditional government systems. And we're going to be in Chicago for the DNC. I believe that we have secured our partnership with 1871, which is a technology incubation hub in Merchandise Mart, so just up north of the Loop. And we are I don't think I'm allowed to say the name, but I believe that we have a Democratic congressman who has been secured to come and speak at the event. And I believe I can say that we have just secured Salona Bonwald, who is a very long time blockchain developer, person in the ecosystem, former PayPal, former IEEE leader. She was actually at my workshop, my DREP Pioneer workshop in Chicago, and she's a subject matter expert who works with intersects as well. So she's been a great asset to the Cardano community. She basically came in because she learned about Cardano. It was like, and IOG had her engaged for a couple of things, and she's gotten really excited about working with Cardano. So I was able to secure her for this event as well. So excited to be up in Chicago to also, reach the other side of the aisle as well. And yeah, you know what? If the Kennedy camp wants to throw something with us, we'll keep the conversation going. We're if the Green Party or Libertarians want to do something, we're all ears. So come talk to us. we are open to all people interested in advancing blockchain for the good of the people of the world.
Yeah, and what was interesting, right, is you had U.S. Senator Brian Stow there, right? Can you share some insight in just the interactions from a U.S. senator who knows these decentralized technologies? What are their thoughts from these policymakers? How do they feel about it? Like, what's your experience when you have these conversations with them?
Yeah, he's a representative. But I'm sure
I'm sorry.
I'm sure he won't mind the promotion.
Sorry, Brian.
No, it's all good. No. No, he is. The way that these things work, he was in and out relatively quickly, but his knowledge on it was just fantastic, right? The fact that he's the head of the House Administrative Committee, and so he basically oversees like the way that the House of Representatives is run on like a daily basis of like all their housekeeping, for lack of a better word. The fact that he knew the way that blockchain systems actually work, that he could talk about how a transparent and immutable ledger could be used for showing the American people that the business of government is open for auditing, was astounding. It was just great to know that he is there talking about the same things that we talk about, right? We talk about how businesses can use blockchain to show where their goods are, how people can use blockchain to know that their payments are coming through and won't be stopped, and the record will always be there. And he's here saying that we can run our country in a way that all citizens can audit it and know the way things are being run and that they're being run properly. And he's by no means the only person in Congress saying that, right? You've got others on the left side of the aisle saying the same thing, which is really exciting. And what we want to do is just take that knowledge that those people have and keep replicating it and saying like, we're gonna uplift you, we're gonna support you, we're going to show that you know what you're talking about, and let the American people know, so that all of the other members of Congress and all the other lawmakers, all the senators out there, will take the same lesson. I'm just going to quote this to death. Milton Friedman, the economist, said, the trick is not to try to elect the right people. Because if you put the right people in power, they can't really do anything if they're stopped. What you have to do is create the environment where the wrong people are incentivized to do the right thing. And I'd love to have the right people incentivized to do the right thing. But the most important thing is just to create that environment.